Today I'm going to be teaching you the basics of After Effects. I'm also going to teach you how to make a really simple animation. So let's take a look at what you're going to need to do. Hey, what's up ladies and gentlemen, Ethan Williams from BluEPrint Technology right here with a tutorial to make your home videos sparkle. Now, I know it says Tuesdays and Thursdays in the opening titles, but I couldn't wait. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give you a tutorial for the beginners so you can get started with After Effects ahead of Tuesday's first tutorial. Now, the first tutorial was originally going to be in January, but I got so excited I honestly couldn't wait. So I decided to do it now instead. Okay, so today I'm going to be teaching you what everything does in After Effects, how to use it, and also how to make a really simple animation. Let's go ahead and open up After Effects. On the first boot up, it might be a little bit slow, so don't worry, After Effects hasn't broken. This pop-up shouldn't happen for you, it's only because I've got too many Element 3Ds in my drive, so don't worry about that. But there is one thing you need to know about After Effects before you get started. It's not Windows Movie Maker, so do not use this program for making family holiday videos. Do not also expect to be able to muscle something up in 5 minutes. It just doesn't work like that. I spent 2 hours making 7 seconds of footage, so you have to be patient. The next thing you need to know is that After Effects is highly advanced, so you need to know how to do before attempting very complex animations. But anyway, when you open up After Effects, you'll have something that looks a little bit like this. I'm going to explain what everything does. First of all, over here we have our menus. File, where you can import, save, and of course, open and close projects. Edit, where you can copy, paste, and also duplicate. Composition. The composition is like a project inside a project. Imagine having a packet of multi-crisps. The packet outside is the project. The packets inside are the compositions, and the crisps are the things you do inside of After Effects. Layers, these include solids, texts, adjustment layers, and cameras. Effects, these will help enhance your footage and make it look exactly how you like it. These four aren't used as much, however still play a vital part, so get used to them. Over here, we have our project files, where everything you import turns up. This is the effects control panel, where every effect you add you can customize and change to make it look the way you want it to. Up here we have our toolbar. Notice that only two icons are available. This will become clear in a moment. This is our screening area, where our canvas will appear, where we can preview everything we've done so far. Down here is probably the most important part, our timeline. This is where you can also customize effects, but also move things so they time the way you want them. Over here is a preview bar where you can play, skip to the next frame and skip to the last frame, and vice versa. Down here we have different panels that do different things. Audio, effects and presets, tracker, align, smoother, wiggler, motion sketch, mask interpolation, paint, brushes, paragraph and character. I'm going to show you the layout I recommend and the one I use. First of all, I would close down audio and notice that effects and presets automatically pop up. I'd keep it this way. I'd also drag character and switch them around. These, in my opinion, are the two most important. Effects and presets, you can search for different effects, such as Element 3D, CC particle world or vector blurs. In character, you can also customize your text. Okay, so let's go ahead and make a simple animation. Let's go to Composition, New Composition. Click on this preset and click on the HDTV 180 29.97. This preset is going to give us quite a large canvas. Make it 20 seconds long and hit OK. OK, so now we have our composition. If you'd like to change anything in the composition, such as the name, go to Composition, Composition Settings, and call it whatever you want. Let's start off by making a background. Let's go to Layer, New, Solid. Let's call this BG for background. Make sure you hit Make Comp Size. Make sure it's black and hit OK. If this pop-up turns up, don't worry, just press Caps Lock. Click on the layer, go to Effect, Generate, Gradient Round. OK, immediately you see this effect, and over here we can customize it to make it look the way we want. Feel free to customize it yourself, and this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to change it from linear to radial, and I'm going to change the colors to red and black. I recommend having black as the end color, just because it gives it a rather exciting effect. Okay, now you've done that, let's make a particle system. Let's go to Layer, New, Solid, and let's call this Particles. Make Comp Size and make sure it's black. Let's get used to using the effects and presets. So let's search for CC Particle World, and let's drag it onto our timeline. Notice that when we scroll through the timeline, we have a number of sparks. We're going to change it to make it look as if they're dotting up all over the screen. Let's start off by cleaning our canvas by going to Grid and Guides and clicking on all the boxes. Now, let's go into Particle and change the particle type to Faded Sphere. Change the color. Try and keep the same sort of theme. Let's go with a red, black. It seems silly, but we don't want to actually see many of them. They just want to give it depth. Now, let's go to Physics and let's change the velocity to 0. There's two ways you can do this. You can left click and drag, or you can simply type 0. Let's also change the gravity to 0. Now this ball might not look like much. When we go into the producer settings, we can make it look the way we want it. Let's drag out the radius X, the radius Y, and the Z radius, which is going to bring the particles towards the camera. And now, they flicker on and off. If you feel there's too many, we can go into the birth rate and change it to however many you like. And also change the longevity. So now, they flicker on and off. If you drag this and also to the left, the particles will be born by the time that the footage starts. If you see a black screen and nothing on it, go to the project and double click on the tutorial. Now let's add some text. You can either click Layer, New Text, or just click the text tool. Type anything you like. You can customize the text by picking anything you like. You can play with spacing, scale, and also color. If you click this button down here and click Title Action Safe, you can centerize your text. Okay, let's make a simple animation. First, click on the tutorial in the timeline and press P on the keyboard. Now, drag it off screen and go ahead and click the stopwatch. This is telling After Effects that at 0 seconds I want the text to be here. If you zoom in and go to 2 seconds, you can drag it on screen and center it again. Let's go forward 1 more second and hit this button right here, which is going to tell After Effects to stay in the same place between these times. Let's go to 4 seconds once more and drag it off screen. So now you have a nice animation, comes on and off. You can also customize where you want it to go by holding this and dragging it further or closer. So that is a simple animation. Remember to practice doing simple things like this before moving on to more advanced. Make sure to check out a next tutorial which will teach you how to do even more things. So make sure to keep practicing before attempting anything complex. Try and have a go making it go up and down or even diagonal. Remember, After Effects takes practice and cannot be achieved within 5 minutes. Just practice getting to use knowing everything. Maybe you'd like to see behind the text. That's simple. Let's go to Layer, New, Camera. Let's choose the 35mm preset and hit OK. Let's also click on Tutorial and press Toggle Switches Modes and press the 3D button. Now when clicking on Camera, we can turn around. Have fun with After Effects. And remember, any problems, email me at blueprintechnology@hotmail.co.uk or also ask in the comments. Happy editing!